Hey guys, welcome back to the mini homestead. Today I thought that I would do a seed haul for you guys for our 2022 garden so that way you can get an idea of what we'll be growing this year. I will be sure to link down below any of my online sources that I use to purchase these seeds, and I'll also let you know in the video of any other stores that I went to purchase these seeds. So hopefully if you are looking for some seeds yourself, you'll get some good ideas. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below for me, and that would be great. Let's go ahead and get into all of these seeds. I'll start with the bigger stuff first. So this is brand new to me. I have never done this particular seed before, but this is my wheat seed. We actually have 10 pounds of wheat. My husband and I were talking about flour this year and kind of getting into milling our own flour and doing that kind of thing. So we started looking into maybe buying bulk grain, but cost-wise, it's just too much. So we thought, hey, let's go ahead and grow it, because we found out that growing wheat is actually super easy, and it is a really tolerant plant. So we thought, why not? We're actually gonna have a huge section off to the side of our garden that is going to be for our wheat product. And I will have a video about the layout of my garden once we get into that here in a month or two. These I purchased from Johnny Seeds, and this is a certified organic spring wheat that we're going to be using. What we're hoping for is to get around 150 to 200 pounds of flour, but this is brand new for us this year, so hopefully it will be a success. Okay, my next item that I have for you are seed potatoes. So to grow potatoes, you actually have to have a seed potato. So if you can see on the back here, it's an actual potato. It looks like something you can eat. But I'm going to be using russet potatoes. This is our favorite kind of potato, and this is our two products of that. I actually purchased these at Tractor Supply. I had really good luck with them last year, so I thought, why not? Let's stick with it this year as well. My other items that I got from Tractor Supply are my raspberries, and we just had really good luck with it, so I'm hoping that we'll have the same success this year with that. The other item that I got is my garlic. So I wanted to get my garlic from my online sources, but I just wasn't having any luck. A lot of it was back ordered or out of stock, and I just wanted to get some now. This is a mid to late summer harvest garlic. Each bag has 3 bulbs. And what you do is you actually take the bulb of garlic, and then each little clove is what you're gonna plant into the ground. So it may not seem like you have a lot here, but when you've got an actual, you get maybe 10 cloves on a bulb, that's quite a few plants. So I ended up purchasing 2 of these from that store. My next item I got from Lowe's, so you might have some luck there. But what I ended up getting was my flowers for this year. So my flowers in particular are to help with pollinators. I will have a video on the difference between pests and pollinators for your garden. And why it's important to make sure that you have pollinators coming to your garden. So that video will be for you guys later on. But this year I just stuck with a few pretty easy ones. I've got some marigolds. The reason why I am planting marigolds is because this will keep deer away. We have a lot of deer. And then I went ahead and purchased some sunflowers because 1, they're just super pretty, but 2, I can use the seeds for our chickens to give them a little bit more variety. And then finally, I've got some zinnias here. The zinnias are to help get those pollinators over to my garden and to just make it look really pretty. Another item that I purchased from Lowe's was some of my vegetables. What I did with these is I actually bought these first before I started looking into some of my other sources. So I got some of our peppers, and then I've got some of our carrots. And then I bought peas from another company, but I didn't think that I had enough, so I went ahead and just purchased some other seeds here as well. I did make sure that they were organic seed because of the seed saving. I am hoping that I'll be able to use these, but I'll show you guys the ones that I will be keeping an eye on more for the seed saving process, but these are kind of like the backups just in case. And then I also got my broccoli from there as well. And then I've got my cucumber. This is a pickling cucumber. We like fresh cucumber, but not a ton of it. So I'm hoping this year to actually pickle some of these cucumbers. And then I also got some parsley. I do have 2 different types of parsley. Basically because I just picked this one up first before I even got everything planned out. But I do have another kind from a different provider. So I'll probably be deciding on which one I'm gonna keep and which one I might just hold on to for next year. And then I've got my cilantro here and also one of our lettuces. Now something that I'm really excited about that I actually got from Lowe's this year, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they work and that it actually does well, is that I actually could not believe this, but I found organic heirloom seeds. So maybe I'm just weird and didn't see them the last couple of years, but I also wasn't paying much attention to the fact of what the benefit is of having organic and heirloom seeds, but I actually found some at Lowe's, so that was pretty exciting. So I picked up some pumpkin. We are not huge pumpkin fans, but I thought this would be really fun come fall if we have any pumpkins out, or if my kids want to do some carving. They are a little bit young, but my son, he'll be 3 then, so he might get into this. So I thought it'd be fun to have our own pumpkins this year. But I do like a pumpkin puree for some baking, so we might end up growing quite a few of those. And then I also got some Russian kale. I got some dill. This is actually going to go into my herb garden, and I'm going to do a separate video on all of the herbs that I'm going to be growing this year because they are going to be separate from my vegetable garden. And then I've got some garden sage. We're going to try spaghetti squash. I still have yet to have my husband try it, but I tried it and it was actually pretty decent, so I thought, why not? We might give this a shot. And then finally, we've got our cauliflower seed. Okay, my next batch of seeds I actually got from Seed Savers Exchange. I heard about them from another YouTuber, so I went ahead and saw their items and I really liked what they had to offer. So from Seed Savers Exchange, I got our corn. And this is a Stoll's Evergreen corn. I didn't grow this last year, so this will be interesting. On the package, on this particular one, it looks like it's more of a white corn, but I'm hoping that there'll be a little bit of a yellowish tint to it, but I know that it'll taste the same. And then I've got some more cucumber here. Again, this is pickling cucumber. And like I said before, if I've got doubles, it's probably because I was buying ahead of time. So like the Lowe's cucumbers, that's what I've got there. But these particular ones I know for sure are organic heirloom, so I'm going to keep an eye on these particular plants in my garden for the seed saving process. And then this year I actually ended up getting 2 types of spinach. So one we got was the American spinach. So this is the one that you just see in your grocery store. So this one was most familiar. But then the one that I'm really excited about this year is this strawberry spinach. So why I'm so excited about this is because one, it has obviously the spinach leaves, but then 2, it actually bears a fruit. So I'm interested to see how this fruit tastes and what I could possibly do with it. My next one is our lettuce. This is Gold Rush lettuce. We kind of like the leafier lettuce versus a head lettuce, and we get better harvest out of this around here, so that's why we're sticking with the leafy lettuce. And then I've got yellow of Parma onion. So I use onion in salsas and in other sauces, but I also use them for storage. So this particular one is really good for storage. Last year I did a bulb onion, so this is my first time using a seed onion. So fingers crossed it works really well for me. A celery. And this celery is a tall Utah celery. I've never grown celery before, so this is going to be exciting to see how this turns out. And then I have my jalapenos. So I actually bought 2 types of jalapenos this year. I bought a sweet jalapeno pepper and a well-traveled pepper. So I'm just giving these 2 a shot. They have 2 different types of flavor, so I think one is more mild than the other, and we're not huge spicy fans. I use these in my salsa, but I did want to go ahead and give a try with the cowboy candy this year as well. So I'm hoping that at least one of these will work really well for that. And then from Seed Savers as well, I have got my tomatoes. These I am super excited about because they are Amish paste tomatoes. Last year I did Roma tomatoes and they worked pretty well for a sauce, but I found out this year that paste tomatoes are actually really good for doing sauces because mine ended up being a little runny, and I found out why. It's because the Romas have a little bit more juice versus the paste tomatoes. So I'm really excited about these as well. I also got my peas from Seed Exchange. These are a Swenson Swedish pea. Mainly the reason why I bought these was because Swedish was in the name. I know that sounds silly, but I'm Swedish and I believe they go back as far as the 1800s. So I'm really excited about these peas as well. And then I got carrots too from the Seed Exchange. So these are Scarlet Nadies. I think that's how you say it. But again, I know I've got a couple of the carrots from Lowe's, but I have these as well, and I know for sure that these are the heirloom seeds. My carrots that are from Lowe's, I'll show you back here. These here. I cannot be 100% sure if these are an heirloom seed or if they're organic because one, the packet doesn't tell me. So I'll definitely use these for cooking and all of that jazz, but as far as seed saving goes, I'll probably stick more with my seed savers. And then finally from Seed Savers, the last thing I have is my green beans. So these are a provider bean. I got a pound of the green beans. So we have a lot of green beans, so I was hoping that this would be enough for me this year. This one is my herb seeds. So I got these from Southern Seed Exchange. I'm not gonna open this one in this particular video because I wanna do a separate video for you on this particular packet. So if you want to see what's inside and see what I'm doing for our herb garden this year, you'll want to go ahead and check out that video. I will let you know that I did end up getting from them grapes, some blueberry seeds, and then also some other type of bean seeds. And what I really like about these is that they are heirloom and 100% organic, and I love the little packaging that they came in because it makes me feel like they really are organic because they didn't come in little packets like this. So don't ask me why. I'm kind of weird about that, but these just felt more real, if you will. But again, if you want to see these, go ahead and check out my other video that I have on my herb garden. I hope you guys enjoyed this little seed haul that I had for you. But other than that, I will see you guys on our next adventure. I'll talk to you later.